Well, I'm on the farm today, and it's been overcast and damp all day. Still waiting on that elusive frost. I'd like to cut this field, especially right here, and looking for a couple of killing frosts. This is one of these days where I put in a lot of time, but I'm not sure I get a lot of work done. I need to move that Heston out of there and pull these wagons over to the edge of the field. A lot of times I'm on the tractor driving over to that white barn, but you know, I prefer to walk when I can up here. That's kind of like my gym membership, walking around on this farm. We've been selling a fair amount of hay, and yesterday I had a customer. He had a pretty good sized trailer, and normally I send them out in and out the gate on the field over there with the barn, but this guy had a pretty big trailer, and I could see he wasn't going to get turned around, so I sent him down this road and out the gate up there, and but he had me blocked. I had my car, and so I walked from the corner where the road goes through that tree line. I walked from there through this grass up to the gate to unlock it, and I'll tell you what, there is some significant growth in this field, and I didn't put any nitrogen down. I didn't put anything down after first cutting, so I definitely want to cut it if I can, but like I said, I really want to wait for a couple of good killing frosts first. So here's the Best Way sprayer that we had in another video, and I just want to take it off this John Deere, and I'm going to park it right down in there. Need to check for snakes and mice before I get going. I think we're okay. See if we can get this thing to start. I don't see any flat tires. Make sure it's out of gear. Ah. A lot of junk right in there. There's some sheet metal and stuff from when the barn was built, and still got a little bit of trim to do on it, and I don't know, I've tried to keep it clean, but it's kind of got away from me this year. But I'm going to park this sprayer plenty out of the way, but I'm going to put it right down in here. High on the list is a new jack. Kind of leaning, kind of rolling downhill just a touch, and I don't think that thing works, but let me try to get this thing off. There it is. That's why I set that board off to one side, so when I set it down, I'd be somewhat centered right here. All right, let's go do something else. This John Deere is a great tractor. I I hate to drive out in this grass. Look at it. Mashing it down, but I want to get these wagons off this field and the Heston. So I think I've showed you the tongue on this wagon, and somebody's kind of redone it, and they made this clevis too close, so it doesn't fit over the drawbar. It works fine on my baler because the drawbar on it's about that thick, so you have to use a pin and washers and things like that. So on my round to it list for this winter is to make that clevis much wider. All right, let's go get the other wagon. See that tree? That's one of the reasons we didn't dive down in here with the chrome. There's some debris that's got to be cleaned out all around this field, really. Well, let me set this thing down. I got it too far back. Hope I don't strike the side of my Heston. If I can kind of turn out of this a little bit after I take the brake off. Oh yeah. More dead tree limbs on the edge of these fields. Dead ash are all around this field, and then there's just limbs that fall down. I think I'll save the Heston for last. I'm gonna head up on the hill and get the wagons I've got up there. So the bush hogging's underway back here. My brother's out there with his tractor, and he's cut all the way down through here, and at some point I'll join him, and we'll kind of finish off this whole hillside. So one of the things I wanted to do while I was on this side of the road, and that's one of my boys deer stands. My oldest boy sent me a picture and was telling me about a big tree that fell across the road leading into that little field back there. It's been in some of my videos, but that's a big old oak tree. There's some significant firewood in that thing. And you know, we had some wind and storms, and of course it's kind of rotten down in the middle there. And every now and then just one of these big giant oaks falls down. But we're going to come up here when temperature breaks and we got some time, and we're going to cut this thing into firewood. That's a big tree. Thought I'd give you a little shot of the view from up here on our high ground. And I think I mentioned it earlier. What I'm doing is bringing these kicker wagons down. I didn't need them. The day's starting to wind down, but you know, it gets dark early. I think today is, if I hadn't mentioned it, today's October the 10th, Sunday, October the 10th. And it's, let's see here, 6:30. It's almost 6:30 in the evening. And of course, it hadn't been too long ago when it'd have been 9:30 before it gets dark. So my time's running short. That one's hooked up, and you know, if I was a little braver, I'd hook this one on behind it. But you know, I've made it this far and it's a long way down, and you know, to us this is a big tractor, even though we got the 1105, but you know, compared to a like an 8N or even my Massey 50, this is a pretty big tractor for this farm and for this area. I made it this far. I don't want to take any chances. Well, let's take this thing down the hill. I'll come back. All right, one wagon off the hill, and then going back to get another one. As soon as I get in the right gear. All right, back up here on the hill, and that's the second wagon. See how close I am. Well, pretty close. Let me jiggle it a little bit. All right, I was able to grab a hold of it and pull it forward and drop the pin. So we'll take this. Well, the battery in my camera had died while I was up on the hill. I got the second wagon down. You can kind of see fog is starting to lift off the field. and it's kind of coming from down in that direction and moving its way across. I need to put the tractor back in the white barn with the green roof, and I'll take a few shots of this fog coming up. I wanted to get the Heston out of the field. I didn't do that. And I wanted to get the little Massey Ferguson 50 out and continue trimming around these fields down in here. And I wasn't able to get to that. It just gets dark so soon. And then here in a few weeks we're going to be into daylight savings time. That's going to kind of hem things in pretty good. Some of that fog. Like it's moving from west to east. I'll just take you along until I park the tractor. See a few fall colors along the way too. If you got a keen eye, you can see hay that's been moved out of the barn. Maybe it's probably too dark. I'm gonna let this thing cool down. I believe I can come back a little further, so let me do that. Alright. Let this thing cool down just a little bit for the sake of the turbo. So that's kind of the video, kind of a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and the John Deere 5055D up here in the barn. Sunday night, October the 10th, and back to the day job tomorrow morning, and really surprised we haven't had a frost, but you know, I've had a good day up here, and you know, I enjoy just kind of moving stuff around, just anything to kind of keep me busy, and it just I can't explain it. If you farm, you probably know what I'm talking about, but it, you know, makes you feel good. So that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. It's about to get dark on me and I gotta walk back. If you like these videos, subscribe. Feel free to comment, and we'll talk to you later.